Alright, so there's three main topics I want to have in this video. First of all, the code. So let's go over the code that we get. Then we're going to talk about the next month of Black Clover and how dry it's going to be. But in between, I guess we'll say how good, how successful this game's been, right? So there is that. Now, for the code, you're going to go to the megaphone, right? You're going to copy your AID first of all. From here, you're going to go to the megaphone. You're going to go down below. There's going to be codes every day. So either I'm going to post them here, or you could just go to the official Twitter. They're all going to be there. You go here, right? You put in the code, or you put in your AID first, and I can't press Control V, Control C, so this is how I have to do it. You put in your AID, then the code is, it's going to be in the pinned comment. The code is BCM Wizard King is here, okay? 50 crystals is what you're going to be getting from this. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I've already redeemed it. It's going to be giving you 50 crystals. I think it should, yes, so right here, 50 crystals. And that's what you're going to be getting from the code, so that is pretty good. They're going to be doing 350 crystal codes over the next 12 days. And then the rest is probably going to be some stamina. So, yeah, let me show you. As we can see right here, on the 25th, the 1st, and the 5th, we're going to be getting special codes, the crystal codes. And from the 25th to the 1st, we're going to be getting mini codes. So, yeah, that's it for that. Now, let's talk about the next thing. Black Clover Mobile is doing incredibly well, okay? So this morning, if you check out Sensor Tower, you'll see that Black Clover Mobile is actually top grossing, okay? Top grossing is a really big accomplishment, even just for something like this. And you know, you can't put this down in any way. Being able to be like #1 in the App Store in terms of money made in France. Okay, France still is a pretty big ass like country in terms of gacha game spending and anime in general. We could check it for ourselves. So on Sensor Tower, it's showing at the moment it is currently top grossing there. And if you go to a place like US, I wonder where it's at. So it seems to be pretty low, I guess, over here. I guess that's, I mean, that makes sense. It's still US. People spend on a lot of stuff. Monopoly, why is Monopoly so high? Why is Monopoly so high? I saw in UK. Was it UK? No, I'm not sure. But there was another one that I heard was #1, but I'm not sure. I think it might, yeah, so it says UK on Apple Store. I'm not too sure about that. But I guess we'll see. This is very cool though. And overall though, in the first 3 weeks alone before Julius, they already made 10 million. And this is during Julius, right? Top grossing for that makes sense. And the French love anime, right? So to me, that makes sense. But this is huge, and it just shows like it's doing well, right? It is doing well. But this leads to my next point. This leads to my next point. We exhausted Noel, we exhausted Julius. I still have to do this. So we got the two biggest units up to date, right? If we look, like those are the two biggest units by far, okay? Most hype. Noel, people hyped her up because she was so game breaking. Julius is Julius, and he's still very good. And a Noel counter, which just helped him out. So what are they going to do now? Julius should have been in Season 3, which we would have gotten later. And now he's in Season 2. They have Kiado and Kohono 2 coming out, right? So Kiado and Kohono are coming out this season. I'm pretty sure on the 4th, if I remember correctly. That's not what I meant to press. But if you go in your glossary, you'll see Kiado and Kohono. Since I'm on Canada, we already got them. But we're also going to re-get the banner again, right? Canada obviously came out in August as a soft launch and is now synced up to global. But they already had this, right? So because they had this, that's already just, that's one banner. But anyway, they're going to have this banner, right? Kiado Kohono. And then what is there? What is there really, right? Even after Julius, just considering Kiado Kohono 2, there's not much that's going to be happening that's actually good. We look at this, right? Season 2 is going to have Julius. That's great. Season 2 had Noel and Julius. Then Kiado Kohono. They will not make money. They're just worse versions of Julius and Charmy. Then we look here. This banner should be the new Season 3 banner. Fuego, not exactly that good. He's usable, and he does remove barriers, which might make it so that some people will find some interesting teams for him. Jack doesn't really have many uses, but he's usable with Julius as a kind of guaranteed stun team, where Julius gets his guaranteed stun, Jack gets his guaranteed stun on ult, and that's it. But Charlotte is good. But guess what? There's gateway keys. So because of gateway keys, you won't really need to summon on this banner, or you will barely need to summon because you don't need all three, right? So there's that. And then guess what the pickup banners after that are? Gulduri and Vero. These units are not good. First of all, not good and not hype. Vetto somehow produced 0 hype on JP because guess what? He already had another Vetto, and that one also sucked, and they're both defenders. He should have been like an attacker who had defender kind of traits, the opposite to Black Asta, where he's a defender who has DPS traits. So, yeah, these are the next 5 units we should be getting. And that's not even counting Kyoto Hono. So that's a streak of 7 units who are not going to be making them that much money. Maybe the seasonal banners, but for some reason I doubt it. You guys let me know what you think. But it just doesn't seem to be looking the best from here on out for the next month. It's just going to be a dead period. So I think if anything, them pushing Julius up, the GOAT, right? The GOAT. It's great. It makes sense why they wanted to. It's Christmas. It's hype time, right? People are excited for Julius. But pushing it up does mean that there's going to be a full month, okay? Because if we look at it, Julius's banner is going to be hyped for another week. That's 2 dead weeks because Kyoto's not going to be hyped. Then after that, we get Season 4. And then after that, we get the Gunduri and Vetto pickup. That's over a month of just dead. Dead, bro. So they kind of have to change stuff up. I'm expecting them to change stuff up, but they can't bring Black Asta early. The reason being, people will be mad if they do. Okay, you want to know why? Because we need Witch Queen to come out, but they can't just be like, oh, let's spam 10 banners in a week. Okay, but we need Witch Queen to come out first, because if she doesn't, Black Asta won't have anyone to rely on. Okay, Witch Queen makes it so that she sets the person with the highest defense to 30% of their HP, which is what Black Asta needs, because he gets the anti-magic under 40%, and then he does like a gazillion damage, right? But without Witch Queen, you literally cannot enable your Black Asta in 90% of circumstances to be a DPS. So they can't just spam Black Asta, also because people won't be ready. Now, they need to have a good, healthy amount, because a full month, over a full month of dead is a bit too much. Sure, it's great for saving, but in terms of everything else, it's not exactly the best. Not at all. So they're going to need to find a way to make it so that it's not too dead, but it's also not exactly just super hype, right? They're not going to release Black Asta, right? Maybe they'll do some type of thing, but I just don't see many things happening. So I don't know. I feel like they put themselves in a bad situation by not having the good pacing, because now they're going to have too much of a dead period that people hopefully won't lose interest, and there's almost 0 way that Black Asta comes out because they can't release Black Asta before Witch Queen. So that's going to be interesting, and I'm going to be there to kind of watch. But obviously, there are some good units. Like, sure, there's Fauna, but are they going to really release like Fauna, like Witch Queen, all these units, all the units that should come out later for pickups? Are they really going to mess up the banner order that much? I could understand some switcheroos, right? Maybe release Langris and Yuno instead of Vetto and Gunduri, but we'll have to see, man. And it is possible to do that. I mean, I don't know. Are they going to skip over certain units? We'll have to see. I just think it could be a problem because of the fact that they need to keep some sort of hype, but Kyoto Hono is not doing anything. Gunduri and Vetto isn't doing anything. Yuno and Langris might have. They might have, but I don't know what they're going to do. It is the next chapter, isn't it? I think yeah, chapter 7 is that. So, is it? Yes, it is. It is. It is. So, we'll have to see. I just think that, you know, they're doing great. They're on a roll, right? They're on a big ass roll. Getting top grossing is just really nice. But where now? Where to now? Where to? So yeah, that's just gonna be interesting. And I hope they find a way to kind of do it well.